Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game are Allie LaForce. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Moses Moody is out there with Curry, and it's Santos in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, George is out there with Davis. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Sarr in at the 5 down low. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys. How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Santos, no good. And so George will bring it up for Washington. On the wing, Koulibaly. Sarr in the high post. And Sarr throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Curry. The kick outside to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, Jimmy Butler, it doesn't matter if he's covered. This guy is unafraid. He doesn't get rattled. He can score despite the contest there.
And Moody pulls it down.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Fires away from outside. Washington with the rebound. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry passes to Santos. Here's Moody. Off target from outside. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Young. Following the basket by Draymond Green. That one good for 2.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Curry. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but AD making it look easy.
Here's Curry. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Young, good.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass would normally knock those down.
And again, Stephen Curry. Curry's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. And that's now 6 points for Davis.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was the guy that they drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. .129 left to play here in the first. And it's Carrington missing.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Stripped it away. Here's Champagnie. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
1:03 left in the first. Outside Butler. The rebound by Champagnie. Washington leading now by 5. Johnson finds Carrington. Here is Riley. The 3 comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Butler. The teardrop falls in. Butler's got 5 points so far.
Well, we know Jimmy wants to get to the cup, but sometimes the defense forces you to modify things. How pretty was his floater? Woo!
Carrington with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
With 1 on the clock, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Wizards lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. And there's Riley. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. So it's Washington now. The Warriors making the shot. Here is Riley. No scoring in this one. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Can't hit that one.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Moody the pass to Butler. Curry on the wing. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
it doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Washington making some changes. Reese is checked in. And Trae Young subbed in for Carlton Carrington. Here's Davis. He has 6. Young is double. Kicks it out to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Curry drives to the hoop, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, Steph Curry continues to put pressure on the defense, just getting to the line at will.
You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
And so Young will bring it up for Washington. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. George is checked in for Washington.
Coming onto the floor for your Wizards, number 18,
Sarr against Green. Johnson with the bounce pass. And here's George for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Curry passes to Santos. Here's Butler. Oh, thrown down by Butler.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Young pass to Sarr. 3-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Here's George. 11 feet away, and it's Johnson. That time on the assist by George. 6 points for Trae Johnson. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Pass to Sarr. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Young, and the shot goes down. And now it's a 3-point Wizards lead.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Here's Curry with the 3, and Davis pulls it down. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
It's blocked. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Young. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Moody. Connects from 3-point range.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Pass to Johnson. 35 seconds left now here in the second.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Butler, no good. Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Young from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. From past the arc. And it's Butler missing. Johnson outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Washington out in front. They're up by 2. Now let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. They made a lot of shots, and we got to do better at making it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The Warriors trail. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos, and at the 3, the small forward. Now, Koulibaly. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. George double-teamed. Koulibaly finds Davis. Off target with his 3. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
Right, the supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Here's Young. He gets it in there. Young's got 10 points in the game. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate. Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And the Warriors, another 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, Davis showing his range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Sarr throws it down.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Young outside. Launches it. And Santos pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yep, that one goes.
There's a threat level from every spot on the floor when we're talking Steph Curry. That includes the mid-range.
Bounce pass Young. Lets it go with the 3. Sarr's shot is off. The Warriors leading. There's the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side, George. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 9. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
And it goes down 2 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Riley comes in for Keyshawn Jordan. And it's Johnson in for Koulibaly.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Butler, no good. Wizards leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Here's Curry after the basket by Washington. And they get it. Curry! What else is new?
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
There's the triple. And the Warriors, another 3.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
And that one drops for him. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And the Warriors, another 3. Washington's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Three-pointer, Butler, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson kicks to Davis. In the corner, it's Sarr. Pass to Riley, and here is Johnson. Three-pointer. That shot missing. Tie game in Washington. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Washington has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Anthony Davis is out there with Riley. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Moody. Pass to Santos. Here's Curry, defended by Carrington. Three-pointer, Butler. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Johnson outside. Looking to get it going, and he lays it up and in. And the Wizards lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Curry. Three-pointer, Butler. And Vucevic pulls it down. Carrington with the ball. Pass to Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
And with all all the different things he does. You expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
That's a 2 from Butler. And they'll get another chance. From deep, cranes the three-pointer. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in. Young is subbed in for Johnson. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's Davis. After the miss from Trae Young.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
TB, no question. Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Now, here is Young, and Sarr throws it down.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
Here's Curry. Tough finish by Stephen Curry.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation, when he looks to take over.
Young sets a screen for Koulibaly. Here's Davis, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
The Warriors trailing. Curry fires, connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Sarr with the screen on Curry. Young missed on the three.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Wizards have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Sarr gets it to go. Down low.
Oh, huge basket from the big fella Sarr. This rookie is fearless.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Sarr pulls it down. The Wizards have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The long shot, no good. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Koulibaly with it. Butler covering. Davis ignoring the contact. Anthony Davis.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Got it.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Young. 16-footer drops in.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Stephen Curry knocks down the three.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Sarr with the screen on Curry. Young fires.
to give up that kind of look too often. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Outside Davis, here's Young. Saar, big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And this kid has star written all over him. Saar putting the lead on notice.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
All alone. And it misses. And an intentional foul right there.
Anthony Davis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry, and that's an intentional foul.
Trey Young. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Golden State. Stephen Curry.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
These trips to the foul line are how you protect a lead and grow it. Got to knock these in.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Third team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Knocks down the 3.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry does. How good is this guy at finding the spot he's looking for?
Good! So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
No, just made some shots. It's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little edge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry. And the West will start out with the possession. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. We've got Cunningham, Jalen Brunson out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Jaylen Brown, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5 spot. Now the East All-Stars with it. Here's Brunson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it. And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Brunson after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Maxey, no good.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. West All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Shooting one.
One shot.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Good on the three-point shot.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And it's Brown missing. West All-Stars off to a quick start here. It's a three-point game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Curry against Brunson. The three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And they pick up 2.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. The East making a switch. Towns is checked in.
Anthony Towns.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Cunningham for 3. The West grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Love the way Doncic reads the defense, feels it out, sees the lane, doesn't hesitate to take advantage.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Brown. True on the 14-footer.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
On the wing, Doncic launches a 3, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Doncic has got 8 points.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Cunningham outside. Back to Giannis. Doncic against Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Off target from three-point range. The West leading by 8. A 3 from Wembanyama, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Giannis with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor, covering up so much ground with those long strides.
Jokic, no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Brown outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got his second bucket.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Cunningham with the rebound. The East trail by 3. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
They get it back. Jokic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. It's rebounded by Towns. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Basket counts.
Paint is Carl Anthony's domain. His body lets him just own it.
And the dunk by SGA.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now Towns. Following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Here's Brown. Curry with the rebound. Now the West with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Brunson. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Towns. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
So few players still even use the hook shot, but I think it's a tremendous weapon when you can master it and do it right.
At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. West All-Stars out in front, up 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Wembanyama in at the 4 spot. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Mitchell way outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back over to you guys.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for the West. James checked in for Jokic. Kevin Durant comes in for Stephen Curry. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Doncic. It's hauled in by the East. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Maxey. No good from outside. Towns against Wembanyama. Wembanyama from distance.
How about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another miss by Maxey. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Wembanyama. And now a 4-point West All-Star lead. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the West. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. Here's Giannis. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the East. Screen by Giannis. Let's go. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
You see improvement from Giannis every season in his decision-making, especially recognizing when to rise and fire.
Shea takes the hit and still gets it to go.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
From 12 feet out, Maxey, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Good on the shot. And the West leads by 6.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Cunningham outside. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Doncic kicks to Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Towns. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The West leading by 6. The drive by James. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the West.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Too much strength. LeBron powering his way inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Cunningham drives in. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for Edwards. And these All-Stars also making a switch. Brunson's checked in. 1:41 left in the first half of the game. Mitchell passes to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Stolen by Brunson. Towns wide open. A three-pointer, no good. The West leading by 6. Curry outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wembanyama, right side. Crafty move. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Johnson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. The offensive rebound, kicks it out to Mitchell. Outside, Maxey. Brunson with a clean look. And another miss by the East. Brunson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's LeBron. LeBron fights his way through.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Brunson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good there. Curry with the defensive effort. Point-blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the West All-Stars enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The East trail by 12. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. We've got Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brown out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Maxey. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the center position. Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got the first basket of the second half here for the West All-Stars. Outside, Maxey. The putback.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Doncic looking it over. No good on the three. Here's Cunningham. West All-Stars with the rebound. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
The West All-Stars have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the East All-Star. Down by 15.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Doncic. That one goes in. Doncic has got 10.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Brunson kicks to Maxey. And the three off target. The West leading by 19. From deep, Jokic. It's hauled in by Giannis. Brunson against Doncic. Brunson the pass to Cunningham. Brunson scanning the floor. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Kevin?
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. From deep, Brunson, and another miss by the East.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump. Excellent effort that time, not only to defend the shot, but to secure the rebound as well. That's good two-way work.
2 points, that one goes. He's got 14.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's double. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Brown finds Maxey. SGA with the ball. Maxey covering. And Benyama outside. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The West All-Stars making a switch here. James is checked in. And a switch here also for the East. Towns is checked in for Maxey. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Back to Giannis. Here's the three. Second shot opportunity. And he gets it to go. Towns has got 6 points.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
The East trail by 17. Giannis dishes to Towns, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here's Jokic outside. East grabs the miss. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Jalen Johnson comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Brown. Towns finds Johnson. Good ball movement here by the East. Beyond the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. 10 points for him.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Brunson the pass to Cunningham. Mitchell wide open. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's James. East grabs the miss. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Siakam is checked in for Jalen Brunson. LeBron outside. Latrey. James buries the 3.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The East trail by 15. Pass to Johnson. Towns against Jokic. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to James. And the West hit again from deep. 15 seconds left in the 3rd. Cunningham outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And no good that time. James fires from way outside. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the West. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Wembanyama. Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Giannis sets a screen for Maxey. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. And here's KD for 3. And it's the East with the rebound. Down low. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
Back to KD. Takes the 3. The West again cannot hit. And it's Maxey with the ball for the East All-Stars. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And slam dunk by Maxey.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
The West again cannot hit. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Jokic, he's checked in for the West. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Brown's checked in. Outside, Edwards. And nothing is falling for him right now. There it goes. Highlight reels tough from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
The West leading by 6. SGA finds James. Shoots over Brown and misses it off the right side of the rim. Inside. And the dunk by Brown.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
It's Edwards on the wing. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the East All-Stars.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Out-guarded by Wembanyama. Brown, no good. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the West. Curry comes in for Edwards. And then for the East, Cunningham, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Donovan Mitchell. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
SGA does not go. And so Brown will bring it up for the East. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. From outside, Jokic pulls it down.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And that one drops.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Curry, off target from outside. The East trail by 9. Maxey fired. It's good.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
The drive by Jokic. Jokic takes it off the bounce.
Boy, that's a powerhouse drive by Jokic. Busting up the defense and getting to his shot.
And there's the call on Curry. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
It's stolen by Curry. A deep 3. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 9 points.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
What a response. Hitting a 3 of their own.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Maxey And down goes the first.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
Second team foul. At the line for the East Stars, Tyrese Maxey. Shooting.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jokic. Doncic outside. Jacks up a three. Three. Good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good.
Notification. Trophy earned. Press the PS button for details.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but he gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that trims the lead to 6. The second one drops, and that brings them within 5. And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Fires away from outside. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Jokic against Antetokounmpo. Cleared away by Brunson. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Maxey, no good. Tatum looking around. Banked in off the glass.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Brown. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Edgecombe. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Maxey, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Dan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
And here's Maxey, following the three-pointer by Derek White. Embiid's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The 3 from Tatum. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. And then Brown with the dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Embiid, no good. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 17-5 run. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 12. The rebound by Kata. White against Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Boston making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Boston leading by 11. White with it. And it's Hauser in the corner. Brown feeling out a bit. Shot clock at 5.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Over Edgecombe. Boston again missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said There are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back over to you, Kevin.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Oubre, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's White. Hauser finds Tatum. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Tatum's got 8.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
That one goes. Count it.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Outside Tatum. From downtown. Offensive rebound Celtics. The 76ers trail by 13. Out to the right wing. Edgecombe with it. Browns there. Edgecombe no good. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And the dunk by Brown.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. For 3, Oubre. And it's Derek White with the rebound. The 3 from Tatum. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. Tatum out there with Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. Edwards off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pritchard with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Barlow passes to Grimes. It's Edwards on the wing. For the 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics leading by 13. Pass to Tatum. Here's Walsh. Celtics passing it around. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Hard to stop a powerful guy like Vucevic cold. He gets through the foul and gets it to go.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Vucevic at the line for one.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Now, here's Tatum. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot by Watford, no good. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Walsh. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boston leading by 18. And here's Tatum for 3. Cans it from downtown. Tatum's got 11 points.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Grimes with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Give him a big round of applause.
Here's Brown. He has 7. White finds Brown. They get the rebound. Tatum. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 13.
Yeah, nice hustle by Tatum. When an all-NBA level guy is giving effort like that, it's infectious.
It's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast and strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 16. Outside, White. Clock at 6. Fires for 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Now, here is George. Nothing on the board. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Maxey kicks to George. For 3, the 76ers another 3.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Here's Hauser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From outside the arc. And there's Paul George on the assist by Maxey. George has got 9 points in the quarter. Celtics leading by 14. Brown outside. Pass to White. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
The 3 from George. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 16 and finished off by Brown.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Here's Maxey. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 18 points in the game.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Celtics lead by 16. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside, Tatum. Back to Brown. Shoots over Edgecombe. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 16-point game. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. That's a floater go. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Masterful touch on the floater by Tatum, making a difficult shot look relatively easy.
Here's Maxey. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Brown sets a screen for White. Tatum on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. The 76ers trail by 16. Now, here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is Tatum. He's got 20. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it up. With 1 on the clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss. The 76ers trail by 15. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Tatum. It's up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Here's George. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Celtics leading by 12 to the middle. Here's Kata, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
The 3 from George. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Pass to Gonzalez. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
The shot by Barlow, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Yeah, defensively, you have to keep track of Vucevic at the arc. He takes those shots when he's open.
Here's Watford. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he dunks it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Barlow. Another miss by Philadelphia. Pritchard from outside, and again, Boston with the triple.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Tatum. Peyton Pritchard out there with Vucevic, and it's Walsh in at the 4 slot. The 76ers shooting for the game at 42%. And Edwards slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Boston leading by 20. Outside Tatum. And there it is for him. Tatum's got 22 points.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Count that one.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
Right here. The 3 from Tatum. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Walker's checked in for the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Trendon Watford. Brown is checked in for Boston. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Celtics leading by 23. Embiid comes with a double team. And here's Brown outside. Some solid defense from Maxey. Brown's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Walker the pass to Barlow. On the wing, Walker misses the 3. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Shoots the 3. Maxey, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And here's Maxey outside. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
The shortest 3 in the game. Maxey solid from that corner.
It's Brown on the wing. Pritchard from outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside, Maxey. A 3-pointer. Good.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. George, rebounded by Tatum.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Brown with it. Big job by Edgecombe. Good on the bucket.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
George in the post. Guarded by Tatum. The shot by George, no good. Boston leading by 19. White is double. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Pritchard from outside, and Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Defensive.
So it's Boston now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Outside, Gonzalez.
Clearly a foul.
Kelly Oubre Jr. First personal foul.
And the first one drops.
Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Gonzalez.
And so he hits both. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. A shot by Lowry, no good. It's stolen by Lowry. And there's the drive. That one drops. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. It's an 18-point game. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Shooting for Boston,
that one is no good. Gonzalez against Edwards. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Glad to have you with us for this Monday afternoon presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Wade in at the 3 spot. Looking at these teams tonight, Richard, they are half-court teams, tend to grind out possessions.
It's old school basketball, as they like to say. And it's not the high-flying offenses we're used to seeing. Both teams like to slow it down.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Ball. There's the triple. The shot misses. And here comes Cleveland. Here's Harden. Diabate grabs the board. Ball against Harden. And Ball gets it to go.
Wow. Did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
Ball against Harden. From downtown, Diabate grabs the board. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Miller outside. Pass to Diabate. Ball outside. The three knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 5.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
There was so much excitement around the Cavs team last season, Richard. It ended up in disappointment.
Yeah, they cruised through the first round of the playoffs, but sometimes it's better to be challenged in the first round. It sets you up as you move forward.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Knipple with a bucket.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now here's Miller. Pass to Diabate. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Charlotte shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw no good. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And the second free throw is good. And last season, the Cavs were pretty healthy through the regular season, but that luck deserted them in the playoffs, Richard.
And I think that they didn't have a lot of competition in their first round matchup did not set them up to succeed.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Ball outside. Back to Miller. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
James Harden, and that's good. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Never scared to shoot from deep. The lefty stroke of Harden, oh man, it's so fun to watch.
Ball against Harden. Clock at 6. Pass to Diabate. Bridges outside. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Hornets leading by 5. Now Ball. 5 points in the game. Basket counts.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For the Cavaliers, Tyson, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Merrill in for Wade. Ball outside. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Mitchell, good.
One thing you can count on with Mitchell, he will just keep attacking.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Outside White. Charlotte again missing. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. The Hornets with a lead. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Now here's Mitchell. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got 5 points.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Harden from outside. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop
it. Bridges outside. Can they get it? Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Merrill outside. 4-3. James Harden, and that's good. He's got 16.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to McNeely. And here's Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Bridges has got his second basket of the game. Good work defensively by White. Here's McNeely. The 3, James. And Charlotte, another 3.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for Cleveland. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Cleveland has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Sam Merrill out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Jared Allen, and it's Tyson in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Now, here is James. To the paint. From the left block. Again, Charlotte.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Schroeder. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. That one's good. James has got 5.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Outside Schroeder. There's the 3. Drops in the 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
James passes to White. The 3 ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Schroeder. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Pass to White. Screen by James. White can't hit.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. And no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Richard, looking at your career, 17 years in the league. How'd you survive the grind of a regular season that many years?
Well, one, you got to take care of your body, and two, evolution is the key to success. I was a different player when I was year 3 than I was at year 15. You have to continue to evolve.
Here's White after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Bridges. Carries it down low. Bridges has got 8.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Here's Schroeder. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And the basket by Bridges.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Proofs the pass to Schroeder. Here's Allen. And he goes big with the dunk right over Miles Bridges.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
Charlotte trailing. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. To the middle. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Cleveland has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Here's Tyson. Misses off the right iron. Charlotte's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Out to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. Tries to save it. And he stays with it. Back to White. For 3, James hits a 3-pointer. James has got 10 points in the game.
His 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Schroeder. And he banks in the layup.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Allen against White. Pass to McNeely. Stacks up a 3. And Charlotte another 3.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh yeah, that's going to be the result.
Cavaliers trail by 4. Merrill outside. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep. Merrill's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's White. James, left side. Pass to McNeely. Now, here is James. Covered by Strus.
Substitution on the court.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Charlotte on top, leading by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
The Cavs trailing. On the floor for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the center. When we talk about Donovan Mitchell, Richard, how impressed are you with his leadership?
He's been great. Every season, Mitchell has accepted more and more responsibility. He knows he's looked at as a leader, and his drive to win really motivates those around him. Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Back to Ball. Fires the 3. Oh, Ball so dangerous from the perimeter.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. Three-pointer. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. The layup misses. Now here's Ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Harden drains the triple. Harden's got 19 points.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside Mitchell. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Mitchell. The Hornets have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Miller can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Ball against Mobley. Pass to Knipple. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Mitchell. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back to you guys.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, appreciate the report.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Merrill, he's checked in for Wade. And a change for the Hornets. White, he's checked in for Miller.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
2 shots.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. Charlotte leading by 10. Pass to White. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Inside, here's Diabate. The shot, no good. Nice D from Allen. And Mitchell launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Knipple with the teardrop. And that one's good. Knipple's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Harden's shot is good.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
The 3 from Ball. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Mobley. Harden's got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Diabate, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
From the arc. Mitchell misses. Charlotte leading by 8. Ball right side. Steps back. Here's Knipple. The rebound by Allen.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Nice shot by Harden.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 10. The rebound by Allen.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Mitchell misses. The Hornets shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Outside White. The 3 from Ball. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires it from 18. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Dean Wade is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Merrill in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And he comes up with a bucket.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way up.
Williams looking around. Back to Miller. For 3. Nails it from 3. Miller's got 11 in the second half.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Harden from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Miller outside. 3-pointer. And Charlotte another 3.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Now here's Merrill. They get it again. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. Charlotte leading by 10. Here's Miller. He takes it in, and he dunks it down.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Harden from outside. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. White can't hit. Cleveland has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. The Hornets have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. Evan Mobley comes in for Strus. And Mitchell subbed in for Merrill. And the Hornets making a change here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now Mitchell. Harden fires. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Ball.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
LaMelo Ball taking 2 shots.
And so Ball nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Harden! Oh, off target from downtown. Mitchell against Miller. Outside Ball. And they double up Ball. Here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Charlotte leading by 13. Ball fires! Oh, missed on the tray.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Harden fires, and again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his 3-point shot tonight.
Now Miller. Outside Bridges. Now Ball. The shot from 20 feet out. Good for 2.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show. And we're seeing it right here.
Harden! And the 3 misses. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Hornets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And what a huge performance it was for Brandon Miller.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
And we've got a line change for Cleveland. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And it's Larry Nance with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
15-point game. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Santi Aldama is out there with Edey. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Jalen Wells. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And it's Morant missing. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Here's Morant. Gobert pulls it in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Morant counted his second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far. Morant with it. McDaniels picks him up. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
To the inside. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. He has 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Morant. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Edwards passes to Randall. McDaniels outside. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Over Wells. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. DiVincenzo's got 10.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant, that's for 2. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
A 3-ball. Dosunmu's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And then Morant slams it in.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Over to the left wing. Shannon passes to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Here's Dosunmu. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Now Eldama. Still scoreless. Taken away. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Ty Jerome. Clark is out there with Jackson. And it's Prosper in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. I like Ty Jerome, DB. He gives his team valuable lineup flexibility.
That's exactly right, Kevin, because he can play the one guard, he can play the two guard, you can have him run your team for long stretches when your lead guard needs a rest. This guy is incredible.
Here's Jerome. He gets that one. Jerome's got his first 2 points.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Some solid defense from Clark. Inside. Here's Jackson. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin?
Has him bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Randall. Out to Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 6 points.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And it's Morant missing.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And the rejection by Morant. Morant bullies his way inside. Here's Conley. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer, Randall. Rebounded by Prosper. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 15-point game. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And then Morant slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Randall against Jackson. Outside Conley. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Wells. Pass to Morant. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Timberwolves leading by 11. Randall passes to Conley. Back to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Wells. Edwards, good.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
And that one's good. Coward's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives him so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Edie's checked in for Memphis. Santi Aldama comes in for Gigi Jackson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. It's good. He's got 8.
Well, there's height and reach to the advantage of Rudy Gobert. Just gets up and over the top of guys.
Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Randall outside. To the paint. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And it's Morant missing. Minnesota leading by 14. Here's Edwards. Off target from the baseline.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Edwards against Morant. No good with the layup. From 15 feet away, tries again, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
And so it's Minnesota in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks. Well, we have Coach Finch here at the half. How key is Rudy Gobert to this offense?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a whole different dynamic to offense. Just making him, feel part of our offense. Just creates so much gravity when he's rolling hard out there, creating a lot of good shots for his teammates.
He's on fire. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in its center. Now here's Gobert following the miss by Ja Morant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got his second bucket of the game to go. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. It's Randall with the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. Here's Coward. Oh, good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 20. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Here's DiVincenzo. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Good.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Come get it, come get it.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 10. Randall no good. Here's Coward. Edwards defending. And it's Coward missing. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
It's Morant with the drive.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. That's good from Morant.
At the line for Memphis.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Randall right side. Outside Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 14. Pass to Randall. And here's Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Edey with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Morant missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 17-5 run here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Kevin, back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And then Morant rams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. A minute 20 left in the third. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall. Memphis is getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And the Timberwolves call time. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up a foul.
First team.
That's his third foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here is Conley. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
And the shot is good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Conley for 3. Edey with the rebound. And for Memphis, their shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
That one drops for him. Dosunmu's got 11 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got John Morant. Jackson is out there with Clark. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Prosper in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% for the game. The 3 from Morant. That one doesn't go. Minnesota's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Dosunmu, the step back jumper is good. 13 points for Dosunmu.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Pass to Shannon. Now here's Reed. Guarded by Jerome. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, that's the motor of Naz Reid. Really impressive drawing the contact.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bones Highland comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Highland after Memphis gets the 3. Here's Shannon. Rebounded by Prosper. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that one, good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
With the step back. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Clark. Minnesota also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in for Highland. Now here's Dosunmu. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Aldama. Now Jerome. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Reed with a screen for Conley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a three.
Now here's Morant. Fires the three. Doesn't go for him.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Jerome against Conley. Here's Prosper. And the layup's good off the glass. Prosper's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Shannon. Pass to Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Fires from the corner. The Grizzlies pull it in. Prosper's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Morant throws it down.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Dosunmu's shot's good. Dosunmu's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Morant. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Shannon. Basket good.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And that one's good. Morant.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Minnesota making a switch here.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Clark. He takes it in. Can't cash in from close range.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Hey, guys, what a nice performance it was for Julius Randle.
He was their catalyst tonight, the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
Timberwolves leading by 20. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dosunmu, shot's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Pass to Reed. Clark with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
That one is off.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Wells kicks to Morant. Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. They swipe it. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Julius Randle.